MLB scores: Red Sox beat Blue Jays 3-2 in 19 innings. The Red Sox won their own version of the Boston Marathon, beating the Toronto Blue Jays 3-2 in the 19th inning on an RBI single by Hanley Ramirez in a game that took 6 hours. It was past 1 a.m. when Ramirez blooped a hit to center field that drove in Mookie Betts, who led off with a double. The East-leading Red Sox rallied for 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th to tie it. About 700 fans stayed until the end to see Boston win the longest game in the majors since July 2016, when Cleveland beat Toronto 2-1 in 19 innings. This was the second longest game ever at Fenway, which opened in 1912. The Red Sox lost to Seattle 8-7 in 20 innings in 1981. The game was suspended after 19 innings past 1 a.m. because of an American League curfew rule and resumed about 18 hours later. Boston used 12 pitchers, tying an American League record set a day earlier by the Los Angeles Angels. Cleveland 9, White Sox 4. Chicago. Jose Ramirez hit 2 more homers. Austin Jackson also connected and the Cleveland Indians beat the Chicago White Sox 9-4 on Tuesday night for their 13th straight victory, the longest run by a major league team this season. Danny Salazar got just 2 outs in his return from right elbow inflammation, but Cleveland's deep bullpen took over from there. 7 relievers combined for 8 1/3 scoreless innings as the Indians moved within one of their franchise record 14-game win streak last year. Jackson and Ramirez hit back-to-back homers during a 3-run first against David Holmberg, 2-4. Ramirez added another solo shot in the second, and the AL Central leaders went ahead to stay on Greg Allen's tie-breaking 2-run double in the third. Yan Gomez tacked on a 3-run shot in the 9th. Ramirez has 5 homers in his last 3 games. He is batting .500, 17 for 34, with 7 homers and 9 RBIs on Cleveland's 11-game road trip. Matt Davidson hit a 3-run drive for last-place Chicago, which has dropped 6 of 8. Top prospect Yoan Moncada went 1 for 5 in his return from a bruised right shin. When the White Sox led 4-3 in the first, it was the first time the Indians had trailed since they were down by 1 against the Yankees on August 28. Dan Otero, 3-0, pitched 2 scoreless innings for the win. Pirates 4, Cubs 3. Pittsburgh. Max Moroff and David Freese each hit an RBI single off Carl Edwards Jr. in the 8th inning as Pittsburgh rallied past Chicago. Pinch hitter John J. So led off the 8th with a walk and scored when Moroff hit a bloop single off Edwards, 3-4, to tie the game. Freese drove home Moroff 3 batters later after the Cubs intentionally walked rookie Josh Bell. Jordan Luplow hit the second home run of his career for Pittsburgh. Wade LeBlanc, 5-2, earned the win in relief. Felipe Rivero worked a perfect 9th for his 18th save. The Pirates ran their winning streak to 4 on the same day the club announced contract extensions for manager Clint Hurdle and general manager Neil Huntington. Chicago, which leads the NL Central, has dropped 3 straight. Reds 9, Brewers 3. Cincinnati. Robert Stevenson escaped threats while pitching into the 7th, and Scooter Gennett hit a 3-run homer during Cincinnati's 5-run rally in the bottom of the inning against Milwaukee. The last-place Reds have taken the first 2 games in the series from Milwaukee, which is trying to reach the playoffs for the first time since 2011. The Brewers remain 3.5 games behind Chicago in the NL Central. They also trail Arizona and Colorado in the wild-card race. Stevenson, 4-4, wriggled out of a bases-loaded, none-out threat in the 4th inning, fanning the next 3. The Reds turned 3 double plays behind the rookie to scuttle rallies. Raisel Iglesias got 6 outs for his 25th save in 26 chances. Zach Davies, 16-8, allowed 2 runs, 1 earned, in 5 2/3 innings. He dropped to 8-2 in 15 road starts. Nationals 2, Marlins 1. Miami. Steven Strasburg pitched 6 solid innings to help Washington edge Miami. Daniel Murphy hit his 22nd homer and Pedro Severino also drove in a run for the Nationals, who have won 7 straight against the Marlins. Sean Doolittle worked the ninth for his 18th save in 19 chances. Doolittle allowed a bloop single to Marcell Ozuna, who scored on a sacrifice fly by Derek Dietrich, but got Brian Anderson to line out to end the game. Strasburg, 12-4, gave up a single in each of his 6 innings but was able to keep the Marlins from getting into scoring position. He struck out 8 and did not walk a batter, lowering his ERA to 2.78. Miami slugger Giancarlo Stanton went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts and did not add to his home run total of 53, but did take a home run away from Murphy when he leaped above the right center field wall to make a catch in the third. Odrisamer Despaigne, 0-3, permitted 1 run and 5 hits in 7 innings. The Marlins have lost 8 of 9.